Dinosaurs on a spaceship. What? Oh, what's that? Oh, so it's sea devils on a pirate ship. Let's go. Hello YouTubers and random Doctor Who fans, it's me, Ozzy, one part of the Monosupreme Whovians YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about my predictions for the latest episode, Legends of the Sea Devils. No, Legend of the Sea Devils, I'll get it right eventually. So yeah, it's Sea Devils with pirates, set in around about the 18th century, and it's going to be about 47 minutes long. Now the premise, initially, I don't know, I wasn't initially sold because, I don't know, I'm not the best with historicals, you know, I do like them, but I do kind of go, oh, you know, I don't know. But I think the idea of having it set in China or around China does make it a little bit more interesting, because obviously we've had so many historicals set in places we've been to a million times, so it's nice to change it up. It's nice to go to the Asia area instead of just being in the places we've been a million times, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, it's 47 minutes long, which is, it's a little bit disappointing, but at the same time, maybe it's a blessing in disguise, maybe it overran a little bit and maybe they needed to cut it down to 47 minutes, or it was written as a 47-minute special. Who knows? But fingers crossed we get a trailer at the end of it. Now that's what I'm most excited for, but we'll talk about that at the end. So of course the big buzz is the Sea Devils are back. Now, is this good or bad? Well, I mean, obviously it's good to have the Sea Devils back in the new series, because we've been clamouring for a long time to get those guys back. It is a question of, is this going to be a glorified remake of the original story where the Sea Devils just want Earth back, just like the Silurians do? I bet you anything it probably is, because it's either that or Sea Devils fighting humanity for pretty much no reason. Unless there's some really deep connection between these pirates and the Sea Devils or something like that. I mean, I don't know, we've not really been given enough detail, but it's good because then it's a surprise if there was any revelations in the story. And yeah, it's about 50 years since the Sea Devils episode with John Pertwee, so I guess it kind of makes sense to make it now as an anniversary kind of thing. I am glad that they left a gap between the Silurians and the Sea Devils though, because if it is the same story beats as the Silurian Sea Devil story, then at least it's been a while. 2010, 12 years since we had like a fully fledged Silurian story. But I would absolutely, it would be really awesome if there was like a brief cameo from like the classic Silurians or something like that. I mean, I like the modern Silurians anyway, but I don't know, I can see them coming back in some capacity, but maybe it's just an isolated story. Maybe they don't have enough time in the 45-minute runtime. Now the look. Do I think the look is good? For the most part, yes. I think the one detriment is the heads look too big for the human body, because there's some shots where it just doesn't quite look right, because it looks like a normal person's body and a Sea Devil's head. I really wish they did go the full route of making a full costume and then putting clothes on the costume. A little bit disappointed in that regard, but you know, I'll take it at the end of the day. And they've also got swords. They kind of got electric swords as well, which that's interesting, because I don't know how technologically advanced his Sea Devils are, but at the end of the day they had heat guns, so I guess they are quite advanced. Scrap what I just said. Now, will the characterisation be any good? That's a question. I mean, from the trailer, it looks kind of what they've been like already. I mean, like I said, there's not an awful lot to the characters of the Sea Devils, despite the fact that they want vengeance for humanity taking over and stuff like that. So, and it is kind of cool to see an army of Sea Devils on a pirate ship fighting human pirates. It is kind of a cool concept, so I am on board with it now. We've got the characters of Ji Hung, Ying He, and Madam Ching. I would never remember that because I'm a bigot. Not really, obviously, but you know, it takes a while to get used to names that aren't Gary or Steve. Wow, we really do have boring names, don't we, as English people? But yeah, it's kind of cool because Madam Ching is a female pirate, and I guess it's different to showcase a female pirate because you don't see that as much on TV and films, but maybe I'm just not looking in the right places. Maybe they have made a Pirates of the Caribbean where there's a female pirate in it. I don't know, I can't claim to know what I'm talking about. But like I said, setting it in Asia with Asian characters, it's a nice change of pace, because if it were just being like another Curse of the Black Spot with a bunch of drunken sailors and all that kind of stuff, it'd be quite boring, so I'm glad that they're changing it up. But yeah, I'm liking the art style a bit more now. The poster did look very cool, but I think Thing for me is that the red sky just looks very fake in the trailers, and I'm not overly keen on it, and it doesn't look... they don't look composited into the scenes well, let's just say that. Now, Thasmin, do I think that 13 and Yaz will get some action? Maybe. Who knows? I reckon there'll obviously be some build-up on the chemistry. I think there'll be a bit of tension there. But yeah, I mean, I've never been the biggest fan of the Doctor being with their companions, but to be honest, I've just got to learn to let that go, really, because they did it with the 10th Doctor and Rose, and they're going to keep doing it. I mean, it's just going to keep happening. It's understandable for a companion to fall in love with the Doctor, and obviously the Doctor can't be with the companions, so it makes sense that it would be reciprocal, but not properly reciprocal, because the Doctor knows their limits. Unless the Doctor could make Yaz immortal, then, well, I think that might happen, but I can't see that happening. Do we have to talk about Dan? Really? I think I'm the only person in the fandom that really doesn't like Dan. Maybe I'm due a rewatch of Flux, but I mean, his character to me is just a meme machine, which, yeah, sure, it can work sometimes, but it's just too much for me. I'm not the biggest fan of John Bishop anyway, so... Next. Now, obviously, Roger Delgado was in the first Sea Devil story, so does that mean the Master might be in this? Sacha Dhawan? Who knows? It's anybody's call, really. He could show up, but to be honest, I can't really see it happening in the main bulk of the episode, because it feels like from the trailer we've seen quite a lot of the story beats anyway, and he would be in it somehow. That's not to rule out him being behind it all or something like that, or queuing into the grand finale. That could happen, who knows. But wouldn't it be kind of bizarre if they did like a Delgado recast or a Delgado deepfake? Maybe like some flashback scenes between the Doctor and the Sea Devils or something like that. I don't know, maybe it's an idea. Because, you know, flashback scenes do work sometimes, and recreating flashbacks like they did in Twice Upon a Time, so possibility. In my notes I put time, but I guess that's more like a finale kind of thing, that time thing with Storm and Azure. I could see time coming back because it kind of makes sense with time and the Master and stuff, but I think that's probably going to happen right at the end of the episode. Something about that will be hinted at and then it'll cue us into the finale, but I can't really call it, really. And perhaps the fugitive Doctor could appear at the end as well in some capacity or something like that, cueing it into the finale. But yeah, the thing I'm most excited for is the Next Time trailer, which is such an optimistic view, isn't it? But I'm not a massive fan of the era. I don't hate it or anything. I think it's very beige, but it would be very interesting to see what the finale is going to be like. And I'm thinking of doing like a reaction when the episode's on, like keep recording my camera as soon as the end credits come up, and then I can do my reaction straight away and then get it up for you guys straight away, which would be really cool, like an unedited reaction. I think that'd be quite funny. Then I might do like ideas for the grand finale or something like that, some speculation for that, but we'll just have to wait and see, guys. So am I looking forward to this? Yes, I am. I'm going into it not expecting too much because I fall victim to that trap all the time. It's a kids show, it's not gonna be groundbreaking. Doctor Who's never really groundbreaking. Well, not anymore anyway. I'm never surprised by anything because it feels like it likes to do the same thing over and over again, so I'm more bothered about it being fresh. That's for Rusty Davis to decide for the new era, so yeah, let me know down below what you guys are thinking, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Da.